For decades, you've been told the same thing by doctors, nutritionists, and health experts. Eat more seafood. It's brain food. It's heart healthy. It's full of protein and good fats. It's the key to a long life. So you do. You order the salmon. You buy the shrimp. You make a tuna sandwich. You buy the tilapia. You are following the rules. But what if the rules are wrong? What if the healthy seafood you're eating is no longer the clean, nourishing food it once was? The hard truth is that our oceans and farms have changed, and the fish on your plate might be a Trojan horse, a beautiful package delivering a hidden payload of industrial chemicals, antibiotics, artificial dyes, and heavy metals like mercury. You think you are eating brain food, but you might be swallowing a neurotoxin that causes brain fog. You think you are eating heart-healthy fat, but you might be eating seafood that causes inflammation. Today, we are exposing the 5 healthy seafood items that you should never eat. I will show you why they are so toxic, and I will reveal the simple, safe seafood heroes, the ones you should be eating to protect your brain and heal your body. If you have eaten any of these items in the last week, comment the word seafood down below. This is critical information. Let's begin with the most popular health food in the world, farmed salmon, or what I call the Dyed Impostor. You see it in the store. It's bright pink, perfectly portioned, and available all year. You've been told it's the #1 source of healthy omega-3s. This is the Dyed Impostor.
Let's be clear. Wild salmon is a superfood. Farmed salmon is a catastrophe. First, the farms. These are crowded, filthy factory farms of the sea. The fish are crammed into small pens, riddled with sea lice and disease. To combat this, they are pumped full of antibiotics and pesticides. Second, the food. These fish are not eating what they are supposed to. They are fed pellets made of corn, soy, and chicken meal, the very same inflammatory ingredients we've talked about. Because of this diet, their fat profile is completely wrong. Farmed salmon is high in inflammatory omega-6 fats. Third, the color. A wild salmon gets its pink color from eating krill. A farmed salmon fed on soy pellets is naturally a depressing pale gray. Customers won't buy gray fish. So what do the farms do? They feed the fish a chemical dye, astaxanthin, to artificially turn their flesh pink. You are eating a dyed, inflammatory, antibiotic-laden fish that is pretending to be healthy. The second villain is the most common white fish, tilapia, or the factory farm filter. It's cheap, it's boneless, it has a mild flavor. It's the perfect, safe fish, right? Wrong. Tilapia is the factory farm filter. Tilapia is one of the hardiest fish in the world. It can survive in the most polluted, low-oxygen water. And in many overseas factory farms, that's exactly what it does. These fish are often raised in ponds where they are fed, and this is disgusting, waste. They are filter feeders in the worst sense of the word. Because of this diet, their fat profile is terrible. Tilapia has zero beneficial omega-3s. Instead, it is loaded with inflammatory omega-6 fats. One serving of tilapia has more inflammatory potential than a hamburger. You are eating a fish that was raised in filth, fed on garbage, and has a fat profile that is actively causing inflammation in your joints. Villain number 3, the High-Mercury fish, or the Mercury Bombs. This is a 2-for-1 villain, the one you eat often and the one you eat rarely. First, the one you eat often, canned albacore white tuna. Here is the rule. The bigger and older the fish, the more mercury it accumulates. Mercury is a powerful neurotoxin. It crosses the blood-brain barrier and can be a primary cause of brain fog, memory loss, tremors, and fatigue in seniors. Albacore tuna is a much larger fish than chunk light tuna. It accumulates 3 times more mercury. When you eat that premium albacore tuna sandwich, you are ingesting a significant dose of a brain toxin. But it gets worse.
The second mercury bomb is the danger zone fish. This includes swordfish, king mackerel, shark, and tilefish. These are the steaks of the sea. They are at the top of the food chain. The mercury levels in these fish are so astronomically high that the FDA has issued a stark warning. Do not eat them. This isn't a limit your intake situation. This is a zero tolerance situation. Whether it's the slow poison from your daily tuna or the acute poison from a swordfish steak, you are playing with fire. Let's move to number 4, another popular cheap import, imported catfish, Basa or swai, or the chemical cocktail. This is especially true for catfish imported from countries like Vietnam, often sold as Basa or swai. Just like tilapia, these fish are raised in extremely crowded, often polluted river pens. To prevent mass die-offs, these farms are forced to use a cocktail of chemicals, including antibiotics and disinfectants that are banned in the United States and Europe. Traces of these chemicals, along with pesticides from agricultural runoff, are found in the flesh of the fish. You are not just eating fish, you are eating a chemical cocktail that your liver and kidneys have to work overtime to detoxify. And finally, villain number 5, farmed imported shrimp, or the antibiotic sludge. This is the most popular seafood in America. People think it's the ultimate, healthy, lean protein. This is the antibiotic sludge. Over 90% of shrimp in the U.S. is imported, and almost all of it is farmed. These farms are shallow, filthy, overcrowded ponds. To prevent disease, the shrimp are fed a constant diet of antibiotics, including many that are banned in the U.S. But it gets worse. To clean the shrimp before shipping, they are often washed in chlorine or bleach to kill bacteria, and sometimes they are injected with gels to make them weigh more, so you pay more. You are eating a healthy protein that was raised in filth, pumped full of banned antibiotics, and washed in bleach. Okay, so the entire seafood counter is a toxic wasteland. What is left? The solution is simple. You just have to think small and wild. It's time to fire those 5 villains and hire these 3 safe seafood heroes. Hero number 1, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or the real king.
This is the hero you thought you were buying. Wild salmon, like sockeye or coho from Alaska, is not farmed. It eats its natural diet of krill. It is not fed antibiotics or dye. This is the fish that is loaded with brain-healing omega-3s. This is the fish with the bright, natural pink color. Yes, it is more expensive, but the rule is eat less seafood, but better seafood. One serving of this hero is worth more than 10 servings of the impostor. Hero number 2, the sm.a.s.h team, or the omega-3 powerhouses. This is the single most important acronym in seafood. sm.a.s.h. S for sardines. M for mackerel, specifically Atlantic mackerel, not king. A for anchovies. S for salmon, wild caught. H for herring. Why are these the heroes? Because they are small and oily. Because they are small, they are at the bottom of the food chain. They don't live long enough to accumulate any significant amount of mercury. They are clean. And because they are oily, they are the most concentrated sources of omega-3s on the planet. Canned sardines, in particular, are a superfood. They are cheap, clean, and packed with omega-3s. And hero number 3, wild-caught safe choices, or the clean protein. What if you just want a simple, clean piece of fish that isn't oily? Or what about shrimp? You hire the safe, wild-caught options. This includes wild-caught cod, haddock, and flounder. These are low-fat, low-mercury, and a great source of clean protein. And for shrimp, you must look for wild-caught shrimp, often from the U.S. Gulf Coast, or shrimp that is certified by a trusted third party. This is the only way to avoid the antibiotic sludge. You see the difference? The villains are factory-farmed, dyed, and full of toxins. The heroes are wild-caught, small, and clean. You do not have to give up seafood. You just have to stop eating the imposters. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these 5 healthy seafood items is in your refrigerator or pantry right now? Let me know in the comments below. If this video helped you become a smarter, safer seafood shopper, please hit that like button. And finally, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell, because in our next video, we are going to expose the 5 healthy milks, including the popular dairy-free milks that are secretly causing you harm. Thank you for watching. Be smart and eat clean seafood.